Hey, welcome over to the 8+ app. We want to thank you for joining us for Week 8 of The Score. It was a great week of regional basketball in Illinois and sub-state basketball over in Iowa. We have a lot of highlights to get to, and we have an interview with Alex Kelly in just a moment. But before we show you that, we're going to have our highlights from Riverdale and IVC out at the Rock Ridge Regional.
Yes, let's head out to Rock Ridge. Riverdale seeking their first regional title since 2024, but they're third in the last 4 years. First quarter, IVC leads 6-3. It's Paxton Cadu from downtown. That's far from the last from him. We're tied up at 6. A couple minutes later, rinse and repeat. It's nothing but net from Cadu on the triple. Rams with the 13-6 lead. Second quarter now. Rams keep pushing. How about another Cadu bucket from beyond the arc right here? He finishes with a team leading 27 points. In the third, Jackson Tegler drives in, reverse layup, plus the foul here. He is hyped up, so are the Rams. Riverdale cruises 71-54 to add another regional title in the trophy case. And we are joined now by head coach Alex Kelly. Alex, thank you so much for being on the stream today.
Absolutely, thanks for having me.
So I was obviously at the game tonight, and a couple minutes into the first quarter, you guys just really started to get into your groove, and you guys did not lose that for the rest of the game. What do you think was really just working well for you guys tonight?
You know, I think we've done a really good job. We tried to make our schedule tougher as we go throughout the year here. The guys have done a really good job of playing through that, and tonight was just another game for us, and that's what we said in the pregame. We've played through all this. We know what this is going to be like, and they fed off the intensity and the atmosphere for sure.
Could you see something switch in the guys this week from practice to even that regional semifinal game on Wednesday where they're like, hey, it's postseason, it's another gear. They kind of know exactly what's going on, essentially, that it's a one-and-done type of situation.
Yeah, I mean, even last week, we played Orion. We played really, really well against them on Tuesday. And, then everybody was worried about, we got such a long layover. We didn't play until Wednesday. We had the bye. Everybody was worried about that. But guys were just so hyper-focused, and all the details and all the defensive details we put into it. We had great practices. We gave them Wednesday off, came in Thursday, Friday, worked hard, then Monday, Tuesday to get ready for Wednesday. And every day was just a really intense practice, and it looked good, and you could tell they were ready.
We threw out the numbers, third regional in the last 4 years, but just seeing that emotion doesn't look like they take that success for granted. What did this one mean to them?
A lot of these guys, it's third regional in 4 years, but some of these guys, it's their first one, and we've had that success. We've also had some guys that have been there, when they were freshmen, they did it too. So it's been fun to watch. And I don't think you take any of them for granted. Anything can happen, injuries or guys leave or however that works. So you don't want to take any of them for granted. You want to celebrate them all. They all mean something to the kids, their families, their grandparents. It's always a big deal, especially in a small school like this. And this one's just as important as, 2 years ago or 3 years ago. So they're all fun.
Coach, we got a couple more for you before we let you go. Do you happen to know a guy named Brian Stocking, a Riverdale grad?
I've heard of him. Yeah,
all right,
absolutely.
All right. We're gonna let him ask the next question for you. So
proud alum. Coach,
Good.
at midseason, you guys were sort of offensively struggling, but then you guys went to Fulton, put up over 70 at the Eric Otten shootout, scored 89 against Hinckley Big Rock up at Indian Creek, had a huge game against Orion. Tonight you had 30 points in the third quarter alone. What has changed offensively where you guys can sort of score at bunches and almost seemingly at will, scoring 70, 80 points a game?
When you got guys like Paxton Cadu, Colton Clark, Jackson Tegler, you're going to be able to put up points pretty easily. We struggled in games. There were times where we just didn't get into sets. We would go too quick for ourselves sometimes and kind of, just take the first shot. Guys have started to figure out their roles better. We know Jackson's going to give us 20 a night. Paxton's capable of hitting 7 or 8 threes a game like he did tonight. And then Colton Clark can get to the rim at will. Along with all the other guys that we have, it's been fun to watch, and they continue to improve and grow. And these guys are all guys that want to be in the gym constantly. And like I said, as a coach, that's the fun part. I'm kicking these guys out of practice most of the time rather than, them trying to run out of it. So it's been a good time.
Yeah, Coach, I was actually going to ask you about Paxton Cadu. I mean, he was just lights out from 3 tonight. How fun is it for you to watch him just knocking them down like that? And also, when you guys won the regional title, the student section runs over and they pick him up and lift him in the air with the plaque. How cool is that for you to watch?
It's awesome. There's no other kid that I'd like to see succeed than Paxton Cadu. He struggled on Wednesday night scoring. The shots weren't falling. Tonight, he didn't leave the gym from after school. He stayed until the bus left, shooting shots after shot after shot until he felt comfortable shooting. He's started for us since he was a freshman. He had a couple tough games, and we actually, took him off the starting lineup, for a couple nights to kind of get him reset and refocused. And he has exceeded our expectations since then. And it's been fun to watch. Paxton's a guy you cheer for, and everybody cheers for. So, it's been fun.
Coach, congratulations on the regional title. Enjoy the night, but get back to work. I know it's on to sectional, so good luck to you and good luck to your team down the postseason here.
We'll be back in the gym early tomorrow, so we're looking forward to it. We're excited.
Excellent. Thanks, Coach. Appreciate it. All right, let's get back to the action, and we will go to Alleman and Sterling Newman, the #1 team in the state, playing Forreston. And this was a good one early for Newman. They'd move it around to George Youngerman, and he would hit that three, 13-9, Newman, and then Garrett Matznick from the top of the key, splashing this one in. It's 20-11. John Rousey getting into the act. He grabs the ball, puts it up and in to beat the quarter buzzer, 22-11 Comets. Second quarter, Matznick dishing it, Rousey catching it, scoring, 24-12. And then it's Evan Bushman from 3. Everything going down for Newman in this game. And then check out Asher Ernst. He will go baseline and somehow get this reverse layup to go. The Comets, they're still rolling along. They win 75-48 regional champs.
It's a great feeling, right? It's been a minute. We had won 8 and 10 years and then didn't win one for 3 years. And so it kind of got to be like, man, we got to get one here.
It was amazing, especially just to have this, the first time in my high school career. Just all of us coming together as a team. This is just a different group. We're all just it's just so nice to have them by my side.
It's the first time for us for basketball in a while. I mean, I was here freshman year sitting on the bench watching regionals. So just to get to play in one and win one really means a lot for us.
Hey, Sterling Newman is off to the sectionals next week. And how about the big one over in Bettendorf? North Scott and Bettendorf. Opening quarter in this one is Vashawn Wilmington to Zane Rust. Rust to Wilmington, making that 3, 16-8. A couple minutes later, Michael Gordon, he answers with a deep one himself. Bulldogs are within 4. These teams we played just last week. And then it's Harrington. Josiah Harrington, look out below. Two-handed dunk. They're up 15 at the break. And not so fast, say the Bulldogs in the second half. Gordon feeds Drew Sharp. He'll get that one to drop. It's 51-45, and North Scott and Harrington not going to be denied. Fights through contact. TMI 25 for him. The Lancers get an advancer. They're moving on to the sub-state finals. They win 62-47.
Just team movement. We all played together, we all brought the energy, and that's really what just got us to win. We came out, especially since we lost the last one, knew we needed to come different, and that's exactly what we did. It means a lot, especially in their gym, came in here, took it over, and it's just great.
All the work we've done to get here, I mean, this is a tough team, Great practices this week. Man, I love our guys. We came out here and fought very hard. Great playing by the coaching staff. Just love it. Great atmosphere, too. Great.
Oh, it seemed like a great atmosphere. North Scott will face Cedar Rapids Prairie on Tuesday.
One last stop down at Muscatine as the Muskies host Cedar Rapids Kennedy. Muskies out to a hot start. Talon Becker from the top of the key. That's cash for 3. 6-0 Muscatine. Moments later, in transition, Spencer Bia fights through the defense for 2. It's 8-0 Muskies, and look at them. They are hyped up.
I like it.
Third
Energy.
quarter, the threes start raining down. Nate LeCarnon from the corner. Splash, it's 40-31 Muskies. Next possession, same spot, this time it's Becker. He hit 4 threes, 19 points. Cedar Rapids Kennedy makes things interesting in the fourth, but it's Bia. Being strong inside, off the glass and in. He scores a team-high 20. Wave that flag, Muskie fans. They advance with a 65-58 win.
I just didn't want to go home. I didn't want to go home, so I did everything I could to keep us in that game. We fell short last year. It was really heartbreaking, so it feels amazing to be in this position right now.
We knew it from the beginning that it was going to be they're going to be up in us, and they were, and they had some really good defense, and at points we thought we had them, and we just kept going, and coach kept encouraging us to take care of the ball. We came a long way from being whatever our record was to what we are now, and we're just going to keep winning.
The Muskies will play in the sub-state final next Tuesday for a chance to go to state.
All right, now it's time for Brian Stocking to give us the score, stats, and things we may have missed or didn't miss along the way tonight. Brian, take it away.
Okay, last year, North and Central both qualified for sub-state finals. They were trying to go back-to-back. Unfortunately, they would both be denied tonight. Linn-Mar defeated North 63-50. Sierra Rapids Perry beat Central 59-42. Carter Light 25 points for the Blue Devils tonight. Senior knocked down 19 three-pointers as they beat Pleasant Valley 71-48 tonight. Senior will be playing Muscatine at home on Tuesday night. Moving over to Illinois, we have Pecatonica winning their 5th straight regional. They beat Galena 48-44. The Pirates won 27 games this year. That's the most in school history. Also winning the most games in school history is Dakota. They've won back-to-back regionals for the first time since 1985-86 as they beat the Hornets of Scales Mound 64-46. Oregon wins their first regional since 2006, ending Mendota's fine season. They beat the Trojans 65-52. LP ends the coaching career of Mark Cooper, the Ottawa head coach, with a 57-53 win tonight. Want to go over a couple other things. Several teams were eliminated but still hosted regionals. Knoxville hosted regional. Brimfield defeated Fieldcrest 66-37 there. They'll play DMAC at United. That is a beautiful gym down there at Monmouth United. Also tonight in 3A, the Geneseo and Galesburg both had regional sites. They were eliminated before the final, but they still have the finals. Kankakee beat Plano tonight in Geneseo 93-41. They will play in Ottawa against the winner of the Galesburg Regional. That was won by East Peoria, who upset Peoria 68-57 tonight. Two other things. We saw video of courtesy of video and on streaming 2 coaches tonight. For Sterling Newman, their coach Ray Kelly. It was Ray Sharp. I'm sorry. I got my coaches confused. Ray Sharp, his 9th regional title in the last 15 years. And for Coach Alex Kelly, he is within 10 wins of setting the all-time Riverdale record held by Gordon Kincaid, who is a former Moline graduate and then he went to coach at Riverdale in the 70s. Took Riverdale to their only state appearance so far.
And you're very proud of that.
I am very proud of that.
All right.
I wear the ring with pride. Proud alumni.
We want to thank you for joining us on our 8+ app for a little extended score for Week 8. We hope to see you next week for Week 9 of The Score.